Okay, I have pre-wetted the paper. I have wetted it on the back side and in the front. I have wetted the sides a bit extra because they dry fastest. I have prepared with a couple of brushes. This one is the Hake brush I used for wetting the paper. It's very good for that purpose. And these two are French style brushes with squirrel mix. And this is a small one, Dale Sapphire, I think. Let's see if I use all of these. It's not, maybe not necessary, but I have prepared with them. Okay, it's good to have a few different sizes close to you. Okay, I'm going to start to show you the pigments. This is sap green, this is Perylene green, this is cobalt blue with Paynes gray, mostly Paynes gray. I want it to be dark and soft, but not too grayish. That's why I put some cobalt in it. This is permanent rose, a cool red. This is the same mixture as this one, but I want to have more water in this. This is cobalt turquoise. Okay, I take the bigger brush and I'm going to wet the pigments. This pipette, it's very nice to put the water on the pigments with. I want some more water in this. Okay, I have some paper here. Let's see how much. This is for the sky. Let's see. It always gets darker when it dries. That changes more if you have water in the paper as well. I think I'm going to have to take some more pigment here. Take it all. Okay, that will do. Okay, I have let the paper sit for a few minutes to let the moisture get sucked into the paper. I'm going to put some water in this, less water. A little bit more. Keep it still thicker than the other mixture of this blue. Okay, I will take some darker up here. Okay. Now I leave the cloud area. Okay. It will dry a lot lighter. Okay. Lift if needed. You wash your brush, blot it on a piece of paper or a cloth. Okay. See, I keep it a bit bigger, the clouds at the top, because the top area of the paper is the one that is closest. Maybe a little cloud. Okay, now I'm going down to the background tree. I want some light and some dark. Okay. When painting watercolor, you go from light to darker with each layer. Okay, I think I want some light from this side. So I will take a little bit of this. Okay. And a little bit here. Okay. Thinking about where I'm going to put the trees. I'm going to use Cobalt turquoise 2 here for the distant trees. I think that is enough. It's going to get very soft in the background. Okay. Now I am taking the darker pigment. A little bit more water. A little bit. Take it in the side there. Okay. Okay. I'm going a little bit, take some more pigment in this so it doesn't flow out too far away. Okay. I think I'm gonna mix this a little bit because it was a little bit too watery. So I want this to go a little bit further. You see, here is the water line or the ground line, the soil, because here I want the distant trees, so I leave this. These are going to go further down. Okay. Here also I want some keep a spray bottle with fine mist of water in case the paper dries. Just a fine mist. Okay. Now for the turquoise, some water for that too. You could put that first if you like, but I am going to make more of the greenery on top. So this is only, the edges are only for the further away look. Okay. I have cat here that wants my company, so I have to show her that it's not okay now. and some trees at the back. Let them flow together. Maya. Just let them flow together. You can stop, don't go over with the pigments. You can stop and leave a white edge there in between, and let the pigments flow by themselves. Okay, these are closer, so I want the edge leaning. Okay, this one as well. I'm going down with that too. So okay, here you see a little bit of the dry spots. You can use the brush as well on those if you like, or mist. It's nice when you get the lights at the back to show. It has disappeared a little bit here, but I can put it on. Okay, the light doesn't get as light as the other one, but it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna put some here as well. This is closer. Sorry. Don't want it to go further down. You see here, as the paper is wet still, it's quite easy to lift. Wet the brush and blot it on a piece of paper. Want it to become a little bit light here at the bottom. I could make a little bit of a fog distance. So I want it very soft, turquoise. If you need, you can put another color, maybe a buff titanium or some weak fitted for fog, if you like, if you need to go over it again. Okay. Okay, I'll go on with the turquoise from there. I'm going from up of the paper, upside of the paper, and down all the way. Look what's happening. Here is the waterline. So I'm lifting to leave the foggy area. Okay, I'm going to have a look at my mobile phone so I don't get the same problem again. I'm just going to take this away. Okay, now I'm going to paint with a thin water pigment. It's going to be a little bit wet, okay? Now wet it down a little bit. No, took the wrong color. Not more water, so I blot it. It's getting quite dry there, okay? I think the water has gone inside the paper, okay? You can put the pigment on diagonally, like this. Because sometimes when you go like that, it gets stripes. You try yourself, it depends on how wet the paper is and how much water you have in your pigments. In this way, maybe you can have some lines like this instead. It leads the eye inside the painting. You can do that with some darker pigment as well. Some water lines. Okay. This is with a thicker mixture. Okay, straight up here and this turning down here. Darker closer to you, more pigment closer to you. That is also something that is creating depth. I think I'm going to take a little smaller brush. Wet, blot, and let's see, I can make this shadow, no, not shadow, fog, and I will make it uneven here want a straight, hard line. Fog is not straight. Okay, I'll make it a little bit variety and softness down there. Okay, I can see better. I'm going to turn it a little bit to see if the pigments move downwards or stop moving upwards. I am going to lift a little bit of the pigment just to get some light spots. Maybe it's shining through here. Okay, here. Here I'm not going to have any reflections from these trees further down, this long way down the paper, so I take the light spots here. Need some light in the painting. You see, I take out some lines at the side, so it's not just one spot, and a little bit broader line here. Remember, not wet the brush, just moist. I have to change my paper, so take this. Not more water. I think I'm going to have some more Perylene green in this mix with less water. Okay, let's see. You can have your way with taking away the whiteness if you think it's too much. A little bit more Paynes gray. Watercolor is all about layers. Here I want it darker behind the trees. Don't forget the light. You want to keep it. Always nice with some light areas in the painting. I'm going to lift here too, because I want a little bit light area, some spots at the waterline. It's always nice. I can always make it darker later on if I think that looks better. Okay. I don't like these hairs. Guess that's from me. Maybe the cat. I can't do anything about it now. If I try to take the hair away, it will show on the painting later on. You get marks on the paper. Okay. I think I take one there. Okay. Now I'm going to take some of the permanent rose. Okay, just the water in the brush, some in the beginning. I'm going to put this here. Okay. I want some warmth in the water. That is also for both variety and to create depth, because warm colors tend to come closer to the viewer. A little darker there. Okay. Lift a little bit again. Okay. After this I will dry it, and then I can go on making more layers after it is completely dry. Put a little bit more green here. This makes the trees that are further away, they get behind these bushes. Same as here. Here it's a bit lighter. Okay. Okay, I'm going to dry the paper. Okay, I will paint on dry paper, wet and dry, and if I need to, if I want to, I can always use my spray bottle to soften up some edges. I start with this. Hope you can see. I'm starting with a front tree. I have made some softer at the back. I have the paper still on flat surface, straight on the table. Some paper. Oops. It's good for my white top. Just dropping in some of the light on this side. Just a little drop, make it uneven. I don't know if you see my companion here. Okay. Just turn it around to move the pigment and the water the way you want. Okay, I go to this side. Maybe some more water now. A smaller brush. Remember to put the branches so they go upwards or out. They don't go downwards. Okay, I think I'll take some of this. It's too much water inside. Let's see, I'll take some of the blues here in the shadow area. Keep the background so you can see that. So you get a three-dimensional. So here you can see the trees that are further away, back of this front tree. And here it creates depth. Maybe this green. Let the pigment flow natural. And some more here. I'm going to put some turquoise at the back because I want the turquoise water to go down here. Make some stripes. Always put darker, one more layer if you think it's too light when dried. Just some water on the edges of the mist, fog. Just very More water. A little bit of this turquoise pigment in the fork so that it won't stand out too much. Okay. Now I will, let's see. Be careful when you tilt the paper so the water and pigment don't flow all over the paper. I hope I can make it. Because now the paper is dry, so it sucks up the pigment easily and it gets stuck. When this is dry or has started to dry, you can always drop in pure water at some places, but it has to start drying a bit. Now it's too wet, so the water would just disappear. I'm going to suck this up a bit. It's a bit too much. A bit too much. Here I want to make some tops of the trees. I think I will do that with a small brush. She's so cuddly, my cat. I have one more. The other one used to be the most cuddly one, but this one has started to. See, I vary it a bit. Shorter trees and long trees. The same on this side. This is further away, so I do it small.